In the sultry haze of July 2025, Buckingham Palace was thrust into a scandal so seismic it threatened to shatter the very pillars of the British monarchy. The royal family, a bastion of tradition and sacred lineage, stood on the precipice of a crisis that could rewrite its storied history. At the heart of the storm were Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, whose carefully crafted image as a modern, progressive royal couple was crumbling under a devastating accusation. A woman, known only as Elena, had emerged from the shadows, claiming she was not merely a Surrogate, but the biological mother of their children, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. Not a hired womb, not a silent facilitator, but the true mother, her eggs, her body, her births. If her allegations were proven, they would unveil a deception so audacious it could dismantle the Sussexes' royal standing, strip their children of titles, and plunge the monarchy into a constant #Tucio #Nalquagmire. Social media erupted, with hashtags like #MeghanExposed and #RoyalDeception trending globally, one X post amassing 6 million shares. Meghan faked her pregnancies to fool the Queen. #Crown's Great Lie. Elena's claims were backed by a formidable arsenal of evidence. Signed NDAs from 2018, medical records from a secretive Oregon clinic, bank transfers, totaling $3 million, and a heart-wrenching video of her cradling newborn Archie, time-stamped May 6, 2019, in a sterile hospital room. She alleged Meghan never carried either child, despite the world's obsession with her radiant baby bumps, glowing maternity photos, and tearful Oprah interview where she waxed poetic about motherhood. The iconic pregnancy appearances, Meghan in flowing dresses, cradling her belly for the cameras, were, according to Elena, an elaborate charade to secure Archie and Lilibet's places in the royal line of succession. Royal protocol is unrelenting. Heirs must be born of the titled mother's body to claim legitimate succession rights. If Meghan did not give birth, Archie and Lilibet's positions as 6th and 7th in line to the throne could be invalidated, their titles revoked, and the monarchy thrown into chaos. "We paid £32 million for a wedding built on lies," screamed one viral X post, while another raged, "Meghan deceived the Queen, and Harry let her." #RoyalDeception. The spark that ignited this firestorm came from Lady Beatrice Harrow, cousin to late Queen Elizabeth II, whose leaked revelations to Royal Sentinel sent shockwaves through the royal establishment. In a tear-stained interview, Beatrice disclosed the Queen's private torment. She had suspected Meghan's pregnancies were staged, a calculated act to cement her power within the monarchy. "It broke her heart," #ICE quoted the Queen. "Meghan played the mother, but it was a lie woven to deceive us all." The Queen's suspicion #NS were fueled by glaring inconsistencies. Meghan's refusal to pose for traditional hospital photos after Archie's birth, the cryptic announcement of Lilibet's live #RY in California, and whispers from palace staff #F about Meghan's oddly shifting baby bumps. A leaked email, allegedly FR #OMA #Royal Aid, surfaced on X, describing a tense 2018 confrontation where Meghan snapped, "My pregnancy is my truth, not the Crown's." The email went viral, with users posting, #he was dodging the truth from the start. #MeghanExposed. A grainy 2016 photo, shared by @TinselRevealer, showed Meghan at a Monaco yacht party, larking with a man resembling Prince Victor, a disgraced royal with ties to elite powerbrokers. "This wasn't a love story," the caption read. "It was a royal heist." Elena's story was the dynamite that blew the scandal wide open. She claimed she was recruited in late 2018 through a shadowy intermediary tied to an Oregon fertility clinic known for discreet celebrity surrogacies. The deal was cold and clear: carry the children, provide the eggs, and vanish into obscurity. In return, she was promised $4 million and lifelong anonymity. "I thought I was helping a couple build a family," Elena told at Truth From Within, an anonymous X account amplifying her claims. "I didn't know I was a pawn in a royal conspiracy." After Archie's birth on May 6, 2019, in an Oregon clinic, not London's Portland Hospital as announced. Communication with the Sussex team ceased. Payments we #ReHaLTED, and her identity was erased from all records. Lilibet's birth on June 4, 2021, followed the same pattern. Elena alleged her name was deliberately omitted from birth certificates, replaced with Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Sussex, to evade legal scrutiny. "They didn't just hide me," she said, her voice breaking in a leaked audio. "The why erased my existence." Her evidence was staggering: a 2018 NDA signed by a Sussex aide, hospital wristbands, ultrasound scans, and a video of her holding Archie, her face etched with exhaustion and betrayal. The video, shared by @Palace Truth-Teller, went viral, with users posting, "This is the smoking gun." #Royal deception. The palace was a battlefield. Prince William, described as furious beyond words, and betrayed to his core, was are heading a clandestine campaign to strip Harry and Meghan of their Sussex titles, with King Charles's reluctant, but firm approval. Insiders revealed that secret meetings with constitutional lawyers, parliamentary allies, and MI6 operatives were underway to draft an Act of Parliament, a rare, nuclear option to nullify the titles and remove Archie and Lilibet from the succession line. The crown is #Uilt on truth, a palace source told Majesty Insider. This #deception is an assault on its soul. The precedent was chilling. Queen Margrethe of Denmark had stripped titles to protect her monarchy, and William was prepared to wield the same blade. "If you fake a lineage, you forfeit the crown's grace," an advisor was overheard saying in a hushed Whitehall meeting. Social media was a firestorm, with #crowns #great lie trending alongside posts like, "Meghan staged her pregnancies, and Harry played the part." #Sussex betrayal. The public's anger was visceral fueled by the £32 million taxpayer-funded wedding now seen as a fraud. "We paid for a sham," one ex-post roared, liked millions of times. The deception's roots were dark and tangled. A leaked text message, allegedly from Meghan's PR chief, surfaced on X, ordering media outlets to bury all pre-2019 fertility stories at all costs. The message was deleted within hours. #T screenshots spread like wildfire, fueling cries of a cover-up. "They are rewriting their past," one user posted. else is Meghan hiding? #Meghan exposed. Old footage of Meghan's pregnancies was dissected frame by frame, with videos showing her baby bump shifting unnatural. #why, once dismissed as wardrobe quirks, now cited as proof of a prosthetic. A former Soho House staffer, posting as at Club Secret, claimed in 2018, Meghan was at a private dinner with fertility brokers, not royals. She was orchestrating a throne grab. Another bombshell came from @Royal Unraveled, sharing a 2019 guest list from an Oregon clinic's elite event, listing Meghan Markle alongside surrogacy moguls. "She was never pregnant," one user posted, garnering millions of likes. It was a performance for power. The scandal gained further traction from a whistleblower, a British Airways flight attendant from a 2019 royal tour. Posting anonymously as at Sky Witness, she described a chilling scene. Meghan, on a long-haul flight, showed no emotional connection to Archie, leaving all care to a nan while displaying icy detachment. "The baby didn't even look at her," the attendant wrote. "It was like they were strangers." The post went viral, with users speculating, was Archie already with his real mother, Elena? Another damning piece of evidence surfaced. A 2019 photo of Meghan's hand holding Archie's foot, shared as a tender moment, was scrutinized. The #kin tone, the nail shape, "It's not her hand," one ex-user posted, sparky ing a frenzy of analysis. Reddit thread #s exploded with side-by-side comparisons, pointing out inconsistencies in Meghan's pregnancy photos, from odd angles to suspiciously perfect bumps. "It's not a wardrobe malfunction," one commenter wrote #TE. "It's a lie." Harry's role was equally devastating. Insiders claimed he was complicit, knowingly posing for photos with Meghan's fake bump, and gushing about fatherhood while aware of the surrogacy. He wasn't protecting his children, a source told Roya #L Sentinel. He was protecting a fraud. His memoir, Spa-E, sidestepped surrogacy rumors focusing on palace tensions, but his silence now spoke volumes. Friends described him as shattered, retreating from public life, plagued by paranoia as Elena's claims gained momentum. His drowning in guilt, one confidant told Tea Times. He knows the truth is slipping out. Meghan, meanwhile, had vanished from the spotlight, no posts, no appearances, no statements. Her absence, once a masterful PR tactic, was now seen as a confession. She's running from the truth, one ex-post read, liked by Mill Lyons. The lie is collapsing. #Meghan Expo said. The fallout was cataclysmic. If Elena's claims were proven, the monarchy faced a constitutional Armageddon. Royal lineage laws demand as be born of the mother's body, and undisclosed surrogacy could disqualify Archie and Lilibet, nullifying their titles and succession rights. Legal experts pointed to Archie's birth certificate, altered to list Meghan as Duchess of Sussex, as a deliberate cover-up to erase Elena's role. It wasn't a stylistic choice, a scholar told BBC. It was a legal shield. Palace lawyers were in crisis mode, bracing for a court battle, or investigative expose that could validate Elena's evidence. This isn't just a scandal, a constitutional expert told The Guardian. It's an existential threat to the monarchy. Traditionalists branded it treason, accusing Meghan and Harry of defrauding the crown for profit. They built a $150 million empire on a lie, one ex-post declared. The Queen deserved better. The Sussexes' inner circle was fracturing. James Holt, their former PR chief, was spotted #rsing pro-royal content on LinkedIn, a betrayal that stunned observers. His jumping ship, a source claimed. He knows the truth. Jason North, who exposed Meghan's #Jed bullying, was now William's key ally, fueling rumors of a palace-orchestrated takedown. Hollywood was pulling back. Producers, agents, and activists who once championed the Sussexes were going silent, fearing legal fallout. A luxury baby brand quietly dropped a Plan D collaboration, #TH Meghan, and a publishing deal tied to her motherhood narrative was paused. No one wants to touch this mess, an industry insider told Variety. It's too radio a #Tive. Even Tyler P. #Uri, a low #Engtime ally, was implicated after a leaked audio surfaced, allegedly capturing him discussing Meghan's arrangements with a third party. Shared by @Hollywood Expose, the clip sparked outrage, with user S posting, Tyler knew about the surrogacy. #Royal Deception. Elena, backed by a high-powered legal team, was preparing to release her full dossier, contracts, emails, bank records, and a second video of her with newborn Lilibet, time-stamped June 4, 2021. In the footage, she whispered to the camera, "This is my trut H." Her voice #trembling wit H resolve. "I carried these children, and they erased me." She claimed she was confined to a secure comp #ound during both pregnancies, stripped of communication, and instructed to remain invisible. It was like a prison, she told Truth From Within. They controlled everything, my food, my movements, my silence. Elena's evidence included ultrasound scans, hospital wristbands, and a chilling email from a Sussex aide demanding he cease all contact post-delivery. She refused tabloid offers insisting on a public DNA test supervised by a neutral third party. "Test me, test the children," she declared. "Let's see who's lying." Her resolve sent shockwaves, with ex-users posting, "Elena's about to #end the Sussexes." #Meghan Expose #D. The public's rage was unrelenting. The £32 million wedding, once a global fairy tale, was now a symbol of betrayal. "We funded a lie," ONEX post fumed, shared millions of times. Old suspicions were reignited: Meghan's absence from the hospital during Lilibet's birth, the blurry baby photos, the cryptic birth announcements. Hashtag a viral clip from 2019, showing Meghan's baby bump folding as she bent down, was reanalyzed with forensic precision. "That's no bump, that's a prosthetic," one re-hashtagged it thread declared, garnering thousands of upvotes. Another bombshell came from @Royal Whistleblower, sharing a 2018 guest list from a private Oregon clinic #event, listing M. Markle alongside fertility #brokers. "She was planning this before the wedding," one user posted. "It was all a setup." The narrative was shifting from conspiracy to reality, with polls showing 75% of Britons demanding a full investigation into the Sussexes' claims. William's resolve was unyielding. "The crown is duty, not a stage," he reportedly told advisors in a closed-door meeting. Sources described him as ice-cold, determined to protect the monarchy's integrity. Legal experts confirmed that stripping the Sussex title was feasible, but complex, requiring an Act of Parliament, a move not seen in modern times. "It's about the institution," a palace insider told Royal Chronicle. William won't let it fall. The palace study #ed the Danish model, #air titles were revoked to safeguard the monarchy. "If you betray the crown, you don't wear its name," one advisor said. Meanwhile, Meghan's PR Mac #in was in overdrive, flooding X with soft-focus family content, videos of Archie and Lilibet playing, blog posts about resilience, and a staged American Airlines appearance where Meghan smiled for cameras and penned a thank-you note to the crew. But the tactic backfired. "Why so desperate to look perfect?" one ex-user posted. "She's covering something up." #Meghan exposed. Harry was unrevealing. Insiders described him as haunted, retreating to a Montecito guest house, avoiding calls, and clashing with Meghan over how to handle the crisis. "He's losing it," a friend told The Sun. "He can't face the truth coming out." Some believed he was complicit, fully aware of the surrogacy, and helping stage the pregnancy narrative. Others saw him as manipulated, trapped in Meghan's web of ambition. A leaked audio, allegedly from a 2019 Montecito dinner, captured Harry saying, "We did what we had to do to protect our family." The clip, shared by @PalaceLeaker, sparked debate. Was he defending the lie or genuine why unaware? Meghan's silence was DEA fenning. Once a master of media control, as he was now invisible, her absence fueling speculation. "She's not hiding, she's panicking," one ex-post read. The truth is closing in. The constitutional implications were staggering. If Elena's claims were verified, Archie and Lilibet could be removed from the succession line, their titles nullified. Royal lineage isn't symbolic, it's law, a constitutional scholar #old BBC. Undisclosed surrogacy without proper documentation is fraud. The altered birth certificate, #isting Meghan as Dutch #s of Sussex, was now seen as a deliberate #obfuscation. "It's not about style," a legal expert told The Times. "It's about erasing #Elena's existence." Palace lawyers were working overtime, preparing for a potential court battle, or public #expose. This could trigger a parliament #airy inquiry, one advisor warned. The monarchy's legitimacy is at stake. Traditionalists were livid, calling for Meghan and Harry to be exiled. They defrauded #the crown for fame and fortune, one ex-post declared. The Queen's memory deserves justice. The Sussexes' empire was crumbling. Their $150 million Netflix deal, built on their royal brand, was at risk as producers distanced themselves. A luxury baby brand cancelled a partnership. A #a memoir sequel was shelved. No one trusts their story anymore, an industry source told Variety. Even their charity, Archewell faced scrutiny, with donors pulling back amid fears of association with the scandal.